Right. In this morning show, we are here to inspire you about building your own business and helping you stay on track of your goals. It's a daily cup of motivation. A supportive group of women who wants to see you succeed in your business. And we'll support you every step of the way. Right in the morning. Just put your mind to it. Coffee with Nikkie. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo. Wake up in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm yawning, brainstorming when my mind is forming. Stop tuned to this morning show early in the morning. Listen to Coffee with Nikkie. Oh yes, she's busy. If you need help, tune on the channel right with me. Strong, independent women make it sound easy. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How are you guys doing this amazing Friday morning? It's Friday with Tab and Chance. Boom, boom, boom. Just kidding. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Coffee with Nikkie. I am your host, Miss Nikkie, and this is your daily cup of information and inspiration. You may be saying, it is the middle of July. Why are you wearing a hoodie? It is freezing. It is cold. It is so cold. I had on shorts. I had to put on pants. I had on a tank top. I was like, I'm freezing in here. And I went outside this morning to check on my, my garden and everything. It's cold out there. It's cold today. Today's a cold day. Today's a cold day in the world. Now, you guys hear about the shutdowns. I don't have too much information about the shutdowns, but I see that there's some shutdowns happening, which is affecting dispatch for 911, airlines, Microsoft, perhaps banks, things of that nature. A little insanity. But we are going to bring the sunshine for the day, right? Got on bright yellow. Time to bring the sunshine. Okay, so all week long, we've been talking about vending. We're going to finish off this week strong. Still speaking about vending, I'm going to be bringing up Yazzie Faye of Melodic Sense. And so she's going to be coming on and sharing her experience as well as being a vendor. And we're going to just kind of recap everything that we went over this entire week. And I am also I was looking at my my notes and stuff. I think I'm going to revise the vendor survival guide that I created, I think in 21 or 22. I think it was 21. I'm going to not recreate it. I'm going to edit it, revise it, and put some new stuff in there just for you guys so that you can have it on hand whenever you need to. I am also going to, if you guys have not yet got a membership, I'm going to need y'all to go on ahead and grab one of those memberships. Yes, and yes. I am going to be putting the ebook in the membership, or I don't have I am going to be putting it in the membership, but I'm going to basically be compiling everything that we did this week. I am also going to, everything that I had in the booklet, update it, add some pictures because it was very wordy. And it was because, I just wanted to make sure I gave all of the information, but I got to break it up because it's just too much. It looks like a book. So I'm going to put some pictures and stuff in there just to make it, easier, digestible. Not because I'm saying you guys are slow or anything. I'm just saying because it was just a lot of information clumped up in one. So you got to be able to break up that information so you can remember it. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, let's check and see who's in the building. Let me tell y'all something. I ain't even have coffee yet. And I am off the hook. I can also say that I am extremely exhausted. I've been up since 5:30, got on the bike, did all my stuff, and I'm a little bit tired this morning, but My energy level is going to have to pick up because tonight I got a live sale. So if y'all want to be a part of it, come on and join me on Bubble Babes. It's going to be on my Instagram channel, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We are going to be doing my live sale. All right, so first in the building, we got Big Meech in the building. Good morning, Big Meech, and good morning, Big Jordan. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We got Miss Lois in the building. Yes, please hit the like. Hey, please hit the like. Please hit the like. Good morning, Miss Lois. Miss Lois said, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning, Melody. Melody said, happy Friday, ladies. Yes, yes, and yes. Good morning, Tracy. Tracy said, good morning, ladies. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Good morning, Tracy. The other Tracy's in the building. Good morning, Tracy. Hey, Miss Quell. Miss Quell's in the building. Good morning, Walita. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yazzie Face says, I'm here just driving. Good morning, everyone. Jordan says, good morning, everyone. Come on, Jordan. How you feeling today? I hope you are feeling good today. So, all right, everybody. Have you been enjoying the series? Now, I've been, I said that I want to invite you guys up so that you guys can share your experience with whatever, in any aspect of being an entrepreneur. An entrepreneur. Why can't I even speak this morning? Come on. Snap out of it. Okay, every aspect of being an entrepreneur, I wanted to be able to share that with you guys, not just from my perspective, but from your perspective as well. Just so you know, out here in these entrepreneurial streets, you're not out here by yourself. Like, things are happening and things are going on with a lot of people, and things you may not have even happened to some people has happened, and they've gotten through it, and blah 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 blah. When we're looking at other people and we're looking for inspiration and all that other stuff, we're looking at them and saying, oh well, nothing has ever gone wrong. But believe it, it happens. Whatever can go wrong will go wrong. There's going to be plenty of times when things don't go your way. There's going to be plenty of times. Let's say you're at a vending event and the weather, you didn't expect the weather to be, crazy. Your tent may fly away. I know Patricia had a thing where somebody else's tent flew into their tent, and it was just pandemonium. It was crazy. And so things like that happen. And because you are in the room like this, you can hear stuff like that and kind of like say, okay, well, I know that now I need to do this, right? If this is your first event and you don't know that you need to weigh your tent down, now you know, because a situation has happened, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Just so that you guys could gauge what to do, and also know that things, out of the ordinary do happen to people. So with that being said, let me know if you guys are enjoying this series. Put ones in the chat, ones in the chat, ones in the chat, ones in the chat if you are enjoying this series. Good morning, Kay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Kay said, good morning and happy Friday, ladies. Our systems are down. Oh, wow. Good morning, Chris Marie. Good morning, good morning, good morning. He said he's good. Thanks. Okay. Good morning, sis. Good morning, Chantel. 13 watching, 4 of us. Like, come on, ladies. Come on, ladies. Come on. As soon as you walk in the door, y'all already know. Hit the like button. It's free. It's free. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. Hit it. And there's some hearts and some things over there. Do what you got to do. Let's get this video in the algorithm, y'all. Let's get the video in the algorithm. Thank you, Centerful. 15 now. Come on, y'all. Come on. Come on. I appreciate you. I do. I do. I do. Tell Jordan good morning, and I am glad he is doing good, 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 good. Now, let me know also, has this helped you in any way as far as your vending is concerned? Maybe opened your eyes to certain things. Maybe you vended before and you didn't think about certain things, or it helped you to find better places for you to, better venues for you to vend at. Let me know if this has been helpful in any way. And I want to know what your takeaways are before we even go into anything. Like I said, I'm going to recap. I'm going to bring Yaz up, and then we're going to get prepared and ready for the following week, which is, we're going to lead the week with starting your own vending events. So I'm going to show you how to do your own, and not like a whole huge major production. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe you find a place where you're able to do something. Maybe it may be a restaurant, it may be a bar, it may be, a friend's shop, it may be something like that, but it may even be your backyard, you know what I'm saying, where you can host vendors there. And I will show you guys how to do that. That way you can make money as a vendor, and you can also make money as the promoter, as the host. So we will be talking about that on Monday, so make sure that you are around. And I did ask Kay if she can come on Monday, so we'll see if she'll be on for Coffee with Nikki, or if at 7 o'clock at night or 6 o'clock at night, whichever works best. But we will definitely be doing another part with Kay. So let me know what you guys are thinking about the series. Let me see. It's been great. I've been vending a long time, more than 20 years, and I'm still learning. Okay, Tracy, thank you. It's definitely been very informative. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't wait for next week. Yes, I'm going to show you guys, things that I've done, because I have my own place, and I had to think about ways that I can do things in my community that will bring awareness to my brand. I have a store, so I had a store, so I needed the local traffic. I needed the support of the community. And how else am I going to get the support of the community if I'm not reaching out? So I had to reach out. And again, this is something Patricia says a lot too. When you are looking for uh not brand recognition, but when you are looking for publicity and things like that, you want to start locally first and then branching out. So, I know a lot of us think that our community won't support us, but maybe your community is not supporting you because they don't know about you. And so since they don't know about you, it is your duty to bring the awareness about your brand, to tell them who you are, what you do, and how can you serve your community, right? Being a part of what's going on in the area, the schools, the sporting events, the nightlife, just, you know what I'm saying, the mommy life, all of that type of stuff. People are always looking for something to do. They're always looking for community. I did post up a comment, not a comment. I did a post this morning, a reel about community, right? And I want to get to it real fast because it was in my devotional for this morning from the U Bible. And come on, come on, come on, come on. It was in Ecclesiastes, and I wanted to share that with you guys because it was all about community. It's all about community. And it says two are better than one because they have a good return for their labor. And so two heads are better than one. We hear that all the time, right? But as community, maybe somebody is better at something else and they can help you enhance what you have, and you guys can be stronger together as opposed to trying to do everything on your own. And I wanted to share that this morning because I was like, you know what, as a community, as even with BCMC, as a sisterhood, we all rely on each other's strengths. We all rely on each other's support. We all rely on each other to be a stronger community. Same here with us here. This is what we do here at BBU, right? We are making sure that each other, we know that this is not about not a collaboration. This is not about competition here. You know what I'm saying? People may be doing the same thing. People may be in the same line of business. People may have even the same kind of feeling about your business. It may be the same, but just knowing that whom your customers are going to be different, and the way you do your thing is going to be different. So it's not really a threat. You know what I'm saying? Your sister is here to help you, uplift you, empower you, inspire you. That is what we are here to do. And so I just want everybody to take that away from today. Like the whole purpose of BCMC and the whole purpose of BBU is so that we can all collaborate and help one another, right? We can help lift up one another, especially if somebody is in need, if somebody needs help with something. Maybe you have the experience and maybe you can share that. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about that. And we are stronger together than we are apart. So with that being said, let's get into what you guys are saying in the comments, and let's recap what happened this week. And if you have any questions about anything vending related, put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Melody said it's been super helpful. Okay, so yes, on the evening of Monday. So me and Kay will be going, Kay and I will be going live on Monday. Let me know if you want to go 7 or 6 or whatever time. Let me know, and we will be going live with Kay, and she's going to be talking about her experience as a vendor. And I love this, you guys. If you think about other ways, not other ways, other topics that we should do as far as building up the businesses, let me know. Again, we're going to take a week and focus on that particular subject the entire week. I'm not going to be bouncing around all over the place. I want you guys to be able to know, okay, this is what we're going to do this week. That way it'll be able to stay in your mind, and it's not like, okay, well, we were talking about content this week, this day, and now we're talking about our copy. Now we're talking about funnels. Now we're talking about, I don't want to take it all over the place. We're gonna bring it back, and we're gonna do one subject every week. Are y'all good with one subject every week? Put ones in the chat. Ones in the chat if you are good with one subject all week long. I was thinking about a month, but I was like, that's a pretty long time to keep one topic. So let me know. Let me know if that works for you. So again, like I said, we have brought up you guys to speak about your experience. We had Melissa up here. We had Chantel up here. We had Tracy, and we had Cousin up here. And they were sharing, their experience at the markets and how they like to set up, and why it's important to do certain things. And so we're just going to recap this. We're going to just recap it. I also shared with you guys some places for you to find out where events are happening. Do you guys need me to recap the places? I'm going to recap anyway, and just have a pen and pad ready to go. So you can find events on Eventbrite. You can look up Facebook events in your area, or if you're traveling somewhere, you can look up events in those areas that you were traveling to. Another thing that I'm going to just come back, I'm gonna reach out into another area and bring it back, about Facebook events, is if you know that you are signed up for an event and you want people, your customers, to know that you're going to be at this particular event, create your own Facebook event and tell them that where you're going to be. If you know the location of your space at the pop-up or the market or wherever it is that you're going to be, put that in there as well. But you also want to tell them what to look for, right? Because you want to bring your customers too, because you don't solely want to rely on the promoters to do their job, because sometimes they won't do their job. Yes, it's you paid your fee and they should, but you don't want that to be the reason why you didn't make any money. You also want to make sure that you have some kind of control. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to repost your flyer, and I'm also going to create my own Facebook event so that I can let my customers know where I'm going to be. And I'm going to probably send them out emails as well, because I want to make sure that my customer, I'm not out here for no reason. I done made products so I can be here. I done packed my car up. That took time. I unpacked. I am sitting out here for hours. It may be hot. I may be like, there may be so many different things going on. I want to make sure that I want to ensure that I'm going to make some money. So how else am I going to do it? I'm not going to solely rely on this promoter. I don't know how much work they're going to do with this particular event. Maybe something happened. Maybe something came up. Maybe they had emergency or something like that, and they didn't have enough time to devote to this particular event, and they're not promoting it the way they may have in past events. So I don't know if that's the case. And so I'm going to try to keep it, I'm going to try to do what I can do within my power to make sure that people come to my table, or at least my people come to my table, right? So that is another thing that you can do. You can Google search it. You can look up events near me, craft fairs near me, festivals, pop-up shops near me, jewelry craft shows, expos, trade shows, those type of things. Those are more costly. So if you are ready for those like $1,000 price points to be a part of a market, or maybe a couple of $100, if you are ready for that, then you may want to look into the expos and the trade shows. Any cons like Comic-Con and DragCon and anything like that, those are also really big venues for vendors to go to too. So You may want to check those out. Your Chamber of Commerce, check and see what events they have going on, any craft fairs, any school things, any school events, any sporting events. I used to like to do the cheerleading competitions. Oh my gosh, those things were so amazing. I need to get back into that, but they were so amazing. Like they're all support, and they're waiting around. There's a bunch of people, there's a bunch of teams that are competing, and they, while they're not competing, they don't have anything to do, so they're out shopping. So those really were really good. So you may want to think outside the box. If you have something that maybe, tumblers, t-shirts, makeup products, hair products, anything like that, anything to make them look different, they absolutely love, 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 love. So those cheerleading competitions was really good. And check out to see what those are about. So those are ways that you can find events in your area. Headed to a meeting, we'll catch the replay. Make it a great day. Thank you, Tracy. You too. Have a great day. Have a great day. Let me see. Good morning, Kim. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, cousin. Cousin's a little late this morning, but I love you. I love you, cousin. You guys know her as Latrice of Heartbeat Candle Co. And I call her cousin. But here in these YouTube streets, we call her the best moderator on what? Earth, the best moderator on Earth's in the building. Good morning, cousin. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Jamie. Jamie said, good morning, Queens. Hit that like button. Come on, Jamie. Yes, 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 yes. All right, so does anybody have any questions on how to find any events? Any questions? Any questions? Again, Eventbrite. I told you how to Google it. Facebook events. There's a place called a website called fairsandfestivals.net. Fairsandfestivals.net. Can somebody put that in the chat? Fairsandfestivals.net. All you have to do is put your zip code in, and it's going to pull up some events that are in your area. I'm not saying that they're the best or if they're even good, but this is where you have to use you have to vet the event and go down the rabbit hole and see other vendors that have done their event. Look for pictures and things like that, how many people they usually have. Go and look at their Instagram and see what's popping over there and see what's going on in order for you to gauge what kind of event this is going to be. So fairsandfestivals.net. Fairsandfestivals.net. You can also go to craftmasternews.com. Craftmasternews.com. Let me see. Let me put it in here for you. Oh, you guys can't. Sorry. My fault. Let me put it in here for you. Fairs and festivals.net. I forgot you guys can't put websites in. Let me know if it's clickable. Let me know if it's clickable. Well, the way you're going to know if the pricing is not a ripoff, it depends on how much the event is going to be. Then again, you're going to go and look and see what they've had before in the past, how much traffic they've had in the past. Usually, depending on what type of event, you're going to spend at least like a regular festival or something. Well, I don't even want to say a regular festival because it depends. So about $25, and you can spend upwards to thousands of dollars. I know when I did Circle of Sisters, which was in the Jacob Javits Center, I paid $1,500 for my spot, plus all of the other things that went along with it. So it ended up costing me about $3,000, something like that, dollars for me to make sure that I had my spot, my insurance, everything was taken care of. I mean, it was a pretty expensive spot. Plus, also, you want to know if maybe it's more days, maybe it's more than one day. And so the price will be a little higher because you are camped out for X amount of days, right? So like holiday markets and those type of places, they're usually going to be upwards in the thousands, right? Because you are there for a couple of days. Sometimes they provide the tent and the electricity and certain things like that. And and they promote it really well. It's something that they do from the very beginning of the year. I know like at the farmhouse in Harrisburg, they start looking for their vendors right after Christmas. The people are already putting in for the following year. So by the time you put in your application, let's say you decide in May thinking you got plenty of time, May they're already filled up because all the people who were in the event that wanted to do it again, they paid for their spot for this year. So you just got to make sure that depending on what the event is, look at the traffic and see if it's worth it. See if it's worth it. Let me see. Festival fairs. Okay, let me grab this. Okay. Can you grab that? Let me know. That should be better. Yep. 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 And then let me just grab the other one while I'm here. Let me grab this one. All right. And so this is another one. And write these down, put them in your notes, put it to the side, just so that you can look at it later. Again, like I said, the prices are going to vary. You want to make sure, like, if you can speak to people, ask them, I'm not trying to get into your business or anything, but the fee is a little steep. Do you think it's worth it to, be this type of vendor and do this type of event? And see what they say. And then, just use your judgment and see if that's the place for you to be. But again, some people are charging a lot of money and they're not doing their just due. They're not promoting the event. They're not, they're not bringing the people in. And sometimes they have the vendors there and they're charging a fee for them to even get in. So I know for me, I'm not going to pay to get in and then pay, to buy things from other people. That's just not what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So I would most likely buy if I got in there for free. Because now I can do whatever I want to do. You know what I mean? So you want to see what kind of event, they're running. You want to see what kind of event they're running because like I said, I'm not spending money to come in here and shop. I'm not. So you either going to have to get money. You know what I'm saying? Like get your money from the vendors and leave the door open for the people to do what they gotta do because you're gonna make them spend less money. If they're gonna spend less money, then that means the vendors are going to make less money, and that means that the vendors most likely are not gonna do your show again. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta pick one. You gotta pick a side. You gotta pick a side. And this is another one. This one is based, I think this is the tri-state area. So if you are New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, maybe you want to come from Connecticut, you can. But this is another one here. All right, so those are the places where you can find markets. Again, you can Google it. It's totally up to you. Events can cost anywhere from $25 up to thousands of dollars, depending on what the event is. If you're going to do an expo or a trade show, just know that you're going to be spending upwards into the thousands, especially because, again, this is your mini boutique. You got to make it look like a boutique. You got to make it look good inside. You got to make sure that you can stock all that product. You got to be there for how X amount of days. So just know that when you do something like that, it is going to run you some money. Now, if you're doing like a little, not a little, but you're doing street fairs, maybe even a school, they may not even charge you to do the school stuff. Or you're doing a sporting event or something like that, you may spend $25, $45, $100 even. So those type of things, they're a little cheaper, but you also got to know they're going to vary wherever you go, especially the type of event. If it's a popular event, they may have what they need for you to spend X amount of dollars because you already know no matter what, everybody's going to be talking about this event. Everybody is going to be they're going to talk about it. They're going to be at it. They're going to be raving about it. And so you want to be in the midst of that. So it depends. It depends. So let me know if that helps you guys in the chat. We ready for the next thing. things that you want to look for is you want to make sure that this is not their very first event. If this is their very first event, wait till the next one so you can see you got something to gauge. Like, I see your first event and the traffic wasn't there, or oh yeah, the traffic was there, then maybe I'll do the second event. You know what I'm saying? But if it's something like it's the first thing, you don't, especially if you're trying to make money, you don't want to be there. I'm not saying that you can't make money. I'm just saying that it could be not likely, right? You want to make sure that the reputation of the event and the promoters itself is a good thing, because sometimes you have the promoters there and the promoters are not organized. They don't promote the event. They don't care where they're placing the people. They just want the vendors to be there, and they're just grabbing the money, and they're not saying, okay, well, let me spread out these particular type of vendors. They just doing whatever. So you don't want to do those kind of events, because it's going to piss you off, and the reputation is just going to, their reputation is going to be something that pisses you off, because you're going to think, oh, well, maybe I could work with that. It's going to be a lot of things. You may be fighting with other vendors because you're fighting for your spot. You may be in a spot that's in the back by the bathroom, and you don't want to be by a bathroom. Who wants to be by a bathroom? I don't. Even though people go to the bathroom, maybe I want to be along the line of the bathroom, but I don't want to be right next to the bathroom. That's disgusting, right? So it depends. It really depends on how you want to vet your events. But you just want to really make sure that the reputation of the event is good, the promoter is good, that it's an all around good thing for you to be at. Here I go. I'm frozen again. How am I frozen? OMG, OMG. Please let me know if you can see me. Please let me know if you can see me. One's in the chat. One's in the chat. I froze even in the green room trying to get into the room. Like, what? But Microsoft. I'm blaming Microsoft for my technical difficulties. All right, let's keep this ball rolling. Let's keep this ball rolling. So I gave you places to look for your events. I also I was telling you what to look for. You also want to know one more thing is you want to know what type of audience they are expecting, because you want to know if that's your crowd, because you don't want to be in a place that is not your crowd, because even though you could possibly make money, your people are not going to be there, so it's not going to be a good event for you. So you want to kind of gauge and see what type of crowd is going to be there. Also, if there's a certain type of crowd and you have a certain type of products, maybe you know that you're going to lean more on those particular products, because you know at this type of event these things are going to sell. You know, those are your holidays, those are your like seasonal things like your Mother's Day, Father's Day, Easter, those type of things. You want to make sure that you have those type of products there, because those are the things that are going to sell. Do your products align? Do your products align with the event? How many people do they expect? How many of whatever you do, how many of you guys are going to be at that event? How spaced out are they going to be? And the location. You want to know where you're going to be in this whole event, because location is key, right? If they put you somewhere and nobody's going to be there, remember cousin was telling you the situation where they put her upstairs, but they didn't tell anybody. They expected 150 people for a movie screening, and they didn't let anybody know that the vendors were upstairs. And so the location was not good for them because they didn't tell people to go that direction. And usually when people are doing events, they don't care where the people go. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to get the vendors in there so they could get the money and the traffic moving around. They don't care if they're going to your table or whatever, right? So you want to make sure that you're in a good spot, whatever that spot looks like for you. I know some people like to be close to the food because people are always going to the food. Some people, like I said, I don't mind being near a bathroom. I don't want to be by the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Just because you know these are the key places that people are going to be, or maybe even the entrance of the place. So that means everybody who's coming in, they're going to see you first. So you got to try to see where you want to be in the event and choose accordingly. So insurance, yes. So if you have insurance with your business, you can also say it's for the event. A lot of the times when you're doing events, they make sure that you get insurance. You can't do the event unless you put their names on your insurance, right? You want to make sure if anything should happen in your event, if anything should happen due to like weather, things like that, your products get damaged, maybe like a whole bunch of your products get thrown and break and things like that. You want to make sure that you do have your insurance, you have the event's name on your coverage so that you can be insured. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, yes, and yes. So you got to make sure that you have that. And a lot of people that are running the event, they're going to make sure that you have insurance. When I had did and I always talk about this one because that's like one of the largest ones that I did. I had to have, I think, 1 million in insurance. I can't quite remember, but I had to make sure that my insurance was up to date, and I had to make sure that they were on the policy for the event that I was doing, so that I can make sure that no matter what happened at the event, I was covered. So yes, yes, and yes, you need it. You need it. And if you're a candle maker, you already need it. If you are making bath and body products, you already need it. It's a just in case thing, but still, you have it when it's needed. You know what I'm saying? It's better to have it than not. Better to have it than not. So Yazzie Faye, I'm putting the link in the chat. Any other questions in the chat? Any other questions? Let me know, let me know, let me know. And you don't necessarily need, I'm not saying you have to have it when you do an event, but most promoters, most people that are running the event, they want to make sure that you do have it. So it's something that helps them, you know? So, yep. Any other questions? Any other questions? Miss Lloyd said, yep, that is required. You got to make sure that it's what's happening on your booth, near your booth, around your booth. You want to make sure that you are taken care of. You want to make sure that you're taken care of. Yazzie Faye, whenever you are ready, the link is in the chat. So let me see what else. We did the inexpensive setup. I told you guys. Can you guys see me? I know that I see the thing moving. I don't know if you guys can see me. Am I frozen again? Let me know my frozen. Seriously, babe? She walkie-talkie me. Good morning, Melissa. Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, so we got Yazzie Faye up in the building. All right, Yazzie Faye, what's going on, girl?
Hey, hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you doing today?
I am good. I am doing what I do, super mom all day long. running around being a chauffeur.
Okay, that's what mamas do. That's what
Yes.
mamas. I see the tape up in the
Oh yes. It's my little oh wait, can't see it.
All right.
I gotta remember where I come from. Okay.
Not where you come from. Hey, Cinnabon. Cousin said, hey, Cinnabon.
Hi, say hi. She wanna eat. We got strawberries. They say don't text and drive. I parent and drive.
Okay.
Take it, girl. Take it. Okay. But yeah, like I was listening to everything you said. I totally agree. You gotta vet these people because yeah. I haven't had terrible experiences, but I will say that a couple of them I should have like asked different questions. Or I had high expectations, I think. More
So like what kind of questions you think you should have asked?
Definitely how many candle makers, although I never sweat. You can have 15. I really don't care. Personally.
Okay.
I
Come on,
don't. That's not even to
confidence.
me. I'm definitely humble, but I don't. And I think that comes from when we had that session we were like, doing with Sean and stuff like that. And I was like, I'm not, there's no way. Like, I'm going to step up, come over to you, smile, stand in front of my table, so I don't really worry too much about that part. You definitely should ask if it's like their first time doing it because some people don't have the audience that you think that you're going to have. Like, it might be a pretty flyer. It might be, oh, it's for the ladies, Mother's Day week. And that's fine. But people have other plans sometimes where they're like, I don't really want to go to that. So you still don't know. You should ask about if you know, like I know for my table, sometimes I like to have an outlet for just in case, like to charge stuff, like my POS system, my lighting, because I put lighting on the table, like little string lights sometimes. And most of them, I have like my battery operated ones, but I have another set that I plug in. You should ask, I'm trying to think what else. How many people you're expecting? Did you do like registration? Like if it's Eventbrite, usually you're good because they'll know, like, we have so far 150 people registered to come. Doesn't mean they're coming,
Right.
but at least they said they want to come.
Right.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to think of some other things. Is there parking? Where can I pull up to get out? My first event was like in a downtown area. So everybody was double parked trying to unload.
Right.
And it was, sorry, y'all. Y'all gonna keep, she likes to eat. But they were definitely like double park. My mom, thank God, was in town, and so she was like, "I'll wash the car, run it inside," and but it's things you should definitely ask about. As far as setup time, do I get
Right.
time to set up? That's a big deal because people want to when they walk in. Some people are very early birds, and if it say start at 4 o'clock, they are there at 3:45, and
Right.
they're like, "What can I buy?" Meanwhile, I'm like, "Can I set up real quick?" I don't even
Mm-hmm.
have a system going yet, So it's things like that. Um,
Yeah, I don't
what
like that
else?
either. Like going in,
I don't.
I don't like to be in the middle of setting up when people are coming in. So I like to get there early too, so I can make sure
Yeah,
everything is out and ready to go.
yeah, and honestly, I change my setup like every time.
Hmm.
I don't care how much I have like my base of what I do, but I change it up every time because sometimes I'm bringing boxes. Like one event I did for Mother's Day, I bought boxes, and then I had to switch up. Like where I put out all the boxes, some of the boxes open one box, and that was a really good event. And honestly, they wanted to put me outside, and I was like, "Ooh, I might just lose my money because I'm not gonna be
Right.
outside." Like my
Right.
candles will melt in like 5 seconds. So
Hmm.
it worked out. She moved me to the front, and when she moved me to the front, that's where people started walking in, and they were like, "Ooh!" As soon as they walked in, so it kind of worked out.
Right.
That was a really good event. I still have customers who are talking about those boxes. Like they're like,
Hmm.
"Oh, hey, can you make me something?" I had one customer literally say like, "Hey, I'm about to go out of town. Can I do overnight delivery?" And I was like, "Wait a minute, when are you leaving?" Thank you, but what? So I will say that was a great event. And then just knowing like I had a real estate event. It was a brunch. Very, very nice. I was actually pregnant at the time. That was my last event I did. And those women were like, oh, I pretty much almost sold out in like a half hour. Now, mind you, it was a brunch. It wasn't, and I'm not really a fan of the whole, there's an event going on and I'm a vendor there.
Hmm.
But this particular one, I got asked, I was the only vendor. And that came from at that Mother's Day event.
Okay.
You to be the only vendor. I was there. I ate. I spoke with the ladies, and then at the end, she was like, "Go shop," and
Hmm.
they all just swarmed. And yeah, it was a little overwhelming, I will say, but worked it. For me, I'm like, listen, real estate people in real estate candles, houses. Like that's a
Yep.
great market. And so I told them how like if you do custom candles, custom bundles and baskets for your clients, here's my card and different things. And they're like, oh, let's work together. I want to make my own for my own client. Great
Right.
event. So I would definitely say like that was a good one.
And
My
did you do
first
that
event
event
I
by
think was good. It
yourself?
was Juneteenth. I did, yes. I did it by
Hmm.
myself. But my fiance was the muscle man, so he lifted, set up Amir. He wasn't feeling well, so he didn't help that day.
Hmm.
But yeah, I pretty much held it down by myself. I will say it's very frustrating. So you
Right.
definitely should bring somebody with you. Get somebody to know the product, or if they don't know, just bag. They can bag. Like I think Tree
Right.
said that yesterday. Definitely where they can help do something
Right.
because I don't pull everything out anymore. That's another thing I think you should not do is put everything on your table
Hmm.
because you can pull from the back if they want it. Pull from the back or just have somebody helping you. Just like, oh, what do we have? Oh, we want a morning meditation. Shameless plug. Put it in the bag, and then boom, they're good to go. And you don't have to keep changing up your setup because I did start doing that where I have them up there and then they want to touch it and do it.
Yeah.
Now we have gaps, and so I would say definitely pull from the back, get help. And just, I'm a big fan of like first year people. No offense, I'm not coming. I'm just not. I may not come.
Like, I don't know what
gotta
you
see how you
did.
promote it. Yeah, I gotta see. I really don't know. I really don't know if you're gonna have a good turnout. But I will say that, like, depending on who refers me or recommends it, I may. Because I had a few people who I know they don't do small things. They don't do kind of unorganized. I'm like, yeah, maybe. They're like, yeah, you should come. You should come. And I'm like, okay. I think the most that I've spent was, I want to say, maybe like 500.
Okay.
For an event. 500.
And what event was that?
That
Look
was.
at Cinnabon. I
She's
said
gonna take over the show.
I see ya.
Yeah, you want some more? Okay. You're still showing. Okay. So that was actually in a mall. It was an event in a mall for Father's Day. I'm thinking, yes, like that was the most. I made $35.
What? How long was the event?
I went to Palisade Mall. I don't know if y'all are familiar. Palisades. I did. When I got there, candle while like a lot of box while I was rolling them. That's how I started.
Wait a minute.
Couple of them broke. That was fine. Can you hear me?
Say it again, because you was breaking up.
Oh, okay. I said, so a few of my candles actually broke when I was walking in. And they ended up, so that was the beginning of how it started. I was excited because it was like definitely a big event. It was the mall. I'm like, okay, I got to be ready. People are going to be there. They had a DJ. I was like 2 booths away from the DJ. I mean, most people are like, they don't want to have to scream. I will say it wasn't really a challenge, but I will say that I did have to yell a lot. Okay. But with my brand, I said, I'm going to be dancing. So somebody going to come over. Like, we're going to have a whole show over here. So that, I mean, a lot of people did come by and smell. I just think they weren't prepared to buy. And I don't even think it was a lot of customers from the pop-up. It was more of the mall.
The mall traffic,
because this particular pop-up was a store that was mall, and they went all the way to New York to have it in a mall. And but it was a whole event, the whole vibe. I mean, I definitely networked. I took that time to network. It was a lot of great vendors there, but the money was a no. It was a no.
And how many vendors did they have there?
Like, definitely about 35. And there was definitely like candle makers. I will say they didn't put us together though. They did spread like row 1 to the far left will have a candle. Then row 2 or 3 will be like all the way to the far right. And so it wasn't together. And nobody really had the same type of brand. Like, I feel like everybody had like dessert candles and then massage candles. And then, so that was good. They definitely vetted it. And then I had another event where, when I say if there's something going on, I don't like to be a vendor. There was a tea party happening. Really nice. You had to dress up. Everybody, wore their little costume, and it was a nice event.
Their costume.
It was a costume.
Not their costume.
I have a little thing going. And so I think that it was a great event. It was an empowerment brunch, and women, and I'm like, yes, they're gonna want some candles, and I know we found some music lovers. It was okay. Again, it was okay, but I feel like during the speeches and things going on, you're just like in the hallway, not
Yeah.
in there, and you're just like, are you going to the bathroom? You going to come back? Like,
Right.
you know, and that person, if they're going to have you like that, I would ask, am I going to be inside with the event? How many times are you going to tell them to go shop? How much time will they have to shop? Will you have an intermission for them to shop? And you might sound like a crazy person, but like it's your money. So
Right. And I think those are valid questions to ask.
Yeah. And I think it was a great event. I mean, I definitely, again, made contacts. And the person who came at the end to buy and purchase, she called her husband like, hey, you want some candles? Oh, no, listen, these, you could wear these. We going, and he was like, yeah, go ahead, get them. She got my card. Next thing you know, I love your candles. I love them. She did her own event. That was the Mother's Day event. Boom.
Okay.
Oh, you good. I'm like, I can't be outside. Don't worry about it. I'm making room. I'm putting you in the front. After that, I met a person for the real estate event. Came and purchased, used her candle. I pop on, show love. She goes live. I'm going to show love. Hey, how you doing? Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Oh, let me tell you about her. Now I'm getting a phone call. Ma'am. I'm getting a phone call, and she's like, can you be my only vendor for my event? So you got to look at the full picture. Like, yeah, you may not make money a lot, but it's leading to something else. And honestly, I started to lower my expectation of saying, this is my goal. This is what I'm going to do. But my expectation is to leave out of here with something I didn't have. So maybe that's just another contact, you know, another candle maker, like whatever it is, just put me in a room and let me come out with something else.
That's a good point. I love that. And so what would you tell everybody who's listening to you today? What's the thing to look that they need to like cannot overlook? They have to do this particular thing.
Make sure you have enough products. Make sure you ask a lot of questions. And be prepared. Do not sit down. Lord, please don't. Do not sit down behind that table and smile. Like I'm going to walk past you if I'm a customer. Like stand up, interact, compliment them. If you know they got some fly shades on, don't be nervous. Just compliment the shades. Show love. And then it just keeps coming. It just keeps coming back. So that's something I would definitely say. Like, make sure you are interacting with your customers. Yes. Email lists. Absolutely. Yes. Email list is key. I will say I am not a good person on emailing them after, but I do have the information and they willingly give it, because even if you have a conversation, it's like, oh, hey, you want to join our email list? Because you're having a conversation already. It's like, yeah, girl, I got you. Let me write what you need up. What else you need? A sale. But if you don't want to, I you know, but as far as like an email, yes, email list for sure. And some
What is she eating?
Strawberries. Thank you. She knows. She put her pacifier. Maybe not. Okay. And so I would say your email list is important. You do want to follow back up. Do as I say, not as I do. I'm getting there. I'm getting better every day. But you do want to follow up. I would say within that week, maybe it's a Saturday, maybe before the weekend hits, you want to say, hey, just wanted to touch base again. And even if they didn't purchase, like, hey, just for meeting with me, I want to give you something. Make a QR code for your list. You could do that too. That's a great idea. Because then it's digital. I'm not there yet in life. I'm getting there though. listen, you got to know how to wing it. That's something you got to know within an event. You have to, if you leave something, you have to know how to wing it. So if you have, I left my QR code, you might leave it. You might not have your iPad for them to just put it in. I've gotten a sheet of paper, clipboard, boom, email list, name, write it out. They don't care. They don't care how pretty it is. They're just like,
Right.
oh yeah, sure, whatever. If you leave a charge, you don't have your charger, make sure you have money. Make sure you have change. Make sure you have dollar bills, fives, 10, everything. I do about $100 because I find that a lot of people do have cards, but I do have change. Or worst case scenario, I go break something, get more change, go get me like something to drink, pack snacks. Please. I just thought about that. One time I was very hungry. And I didn't want to leave my table because I just was like, I don't trust people.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe it's just the Jersey in me. I don't know. So I've seen people even bring a black sheet, cover your table up. You know, you are probably gonna miss out on like a sale or two.
Right.
So you want to bring a person instead, but you know, bring snacks. Like I got to the point where they had like food trucks at events. They had a lot of stuff, but no, just make sure you have what you need. Peanut butter crackers is my go-to, and some water. Okay, you got your protein, you got your water, you good. If you got coffee or you get to stop, cool. I never get to stop, but that's something that's very important. And then I would say my biggest tip sometimes, try to stay late. Be the last out the door. Because I know people are like, oh, we're closing up. I mean, I see people, if it say we're done at 4, it's 3:30 and they're like, oh, I'm packing.
Right.
I'm not even going to start packing. I may take down like 2 things. Like you may see like my decor. I may start taking that, them candles. Because people as they walk out, they will literally be like, oh, I don't even, well, you know what? I think I want another one. They just do it. I don't know if it's that fear of missing out. Yeah. But they always stop at the end, and I'm here for it. Like, here you go. Go ahead, put your card right here. And I mean, I've literally gotten maybe an extra $100 just by being the last one out the door. So that's something else. Yes, bring something to eat. And yeah, save your money. You know, make your money back, but then, you know, make more. And then I would just say, after listening to everybody this week, a good thing that I may start doing a little bit more is make sure I have a budget. If I make more than my fee or whatever, reinvest for the next one. But I would not do an event and hoping that the money I make from that event will be money for the next one that I have, like a registration fee coming up. Like, don't do that because you don't know. You definitely don't know how it's gonna be. And I think that's it, honestly. I can't think of anything else, but if you have questions, I will answer. Leave last. Yes, leave last. The late bird gets the money.
Let me tell you something. I'll be putting my tent. It'll be like closing at 5 o'clock. I'll be leaving the lot at about 6:30.
Yes, every time. Not to mention, I don't know how to be quiet, so I like to talk. I do. I don't know if y'all could pick up on that.
Oh yes, we know.
I just like to run my mouth. I just feel like, how do you ask people for their money but you can't talk to them?
Right.
How can you do that? True. How can you not build a relationship, especially in person? Like a lot of us sell candles. Like, bring testers also is a big one. And if you have a product that goes on the skin, you have to be Latrice. If you have a product that goes on your skin, you need to be like those people in the mall with the samples. You need to be in front of that table being like, "Hey, you want to try a little bit of this body butter?" Now,
Right.
most of us as melanated women are probably not gonna say no, unless they have an allergy or something, or they're gonna ask, "Well, what else is in it? What's the scent? Let me smell it first."
Right.
And now you can say, "What kind of scents do you like?" You know, it opens up that door. So I would say absolutely. I burn my candles unless they say I can't. I'm burning candles. I need you to smell it from like down there and be like, what is that smell? And then I need you to like, oh, let's try it. Let's do it. Let me show you what happens. Oh, you don't feel comfortable? Let me do it on my skin. Let me show you. You gotta get people into it, especially in person. And I tell people all the time, like, scents are free. Like, smelling them, like, coming. Ma'am. Scents are definitely free. You could come over and smell. You can enjoy, like, see what you like, see what you don't. But get on our email list. Which one did you like the best? Oh, you like how that smells? Oh, okay. Now I'm gonna write initials right next to your name. Oh, they like the Brick City Bombshell? Boom. BCB. So now that is something, again, do as I say, not as I do. But email them back. Like, oh yeah, I know that you enjoyed that, you know. That's kind of it, you know. I think that covers everything. Like, testers, stand there, communicate. Yeah.
I think that the feedback that you gave. Listen, Cinnabon, this ain't your interview, girl.
Tell you, I was gonna stand outside and just watch it from the window because
Then how she was gonna get her strawberries?
Through the window. So, that a bit much. I was just, I know my kids. They talk like me. So I be hiding out behind the live because it get crazy.
Michelle said, leave her alone. So I really enjoyed your tips. Thank you so much for sharing. I think everybody just what you're saying, and I know a lot of us don't, not us, because I like to leave at the end, but a lot of us don't, you know, they say, oh, 3:30 is the time, 4 o'clock is the time, and they closing down at 3:30. No, stay to the end, because like you said, there's something about that last minute rush for your products. They will bum rush you, even if your stuff is in the boxes, on a cart, is ready to go to the car. They will still ask you, well, do you have this? What can you have? You know, I was looking at this. And so you want to make sure. That's a great thing to be the last person out of the event. That's the great thing to be, because everybody else is already gone.
And even if they're in the box and you see I write on my box like what's in the box. So when I am pulling and stuff, if I see that these are like these particular scents right on the box and they're right on top, and you're like, oh, I saw you, I wanted to come over. If you got cash, we can make it work.
That's right.
Like, you know that meme, that video with Denzel Washington, like, I'm leaving here with something.
Okay,
like,
I'm leaving with something
from around the way. I'm leaving here with something. So apparently she is too. Here.
Okay. Okay. Well, it was so good to see you. So good to speak to you. I miss you, girl.
I see
my baby in the car.
if these, you know, this craziness in this world don't hold us back, I see you next week.
Okay. I will see you next week, and thank you so much for joining in, Yazzie Faye. See you, Cinnabon.
All right, everybody. Say bye.
Bye, Cinnabon.
Hey, bye-bye. Oh, she's smashed.
Oh, now you want to be quiet.
My life, y'all. My life. All right, y'all. I'll be in the chat. See you later.
All right, see you in the chat.
Being like, look at this. Why am I doing the Nikkie?
Because that's what we do.
All right, y'all. See y'all.
All right. Thank you so much, everybody. So, you got it? Yep. All right, y'all. So If you have not joined the membership's all set up. So y'all make sure y'all going ahead. I am going to, like I said, revamp the vendor booklet. It's the survival guide. It's going to tell you everything you need to know. It's going to include all of the information that we discussed this week, all in one little simple little booklet for you, a little ebook. It's going to have the little checklist so that you can take it with you. And I am also going to, because we've had videos and classes that I've stuck in the Honor Society as far as vending is concerned and setting up your booth and things like that. I am also going to be putting those in the members only section of my YouTube membership. So make sure y'all going ahead and get you one. Follow me on all social media. I am Bubble Babes, BABEZ, everywhere. Bubble Babes University everywhere. Okay. So follow me on all social media. If you watch this far and you have not yet subscribed, go on ahead and subscribe. Turn on your notifications bell so you can be notified when we are going live. We go live Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also we go live on Thursday evenings for Live in the Session Studios, but we will be going live this Monday at 7 p.m. So make sure that you check your emails because there will be one going out to let you guys know. I hope that you guys are enjoying the live series where we are interacting with each other and bringing you guys up. And if you guys have any ideas or on topics we should talk about next week, please DM me and follow me anyway, because I'm probably going to give a freebie using my little mini chat thing where you DM me a word or something and I'll send you something. I don't know what I'm sending you. It may be a video, maybe an ebook, maybe a checklist, but I'm going to send you something. So make sure that you are following me on Instagram. And let me see what you guys are saying. Thanks, Yaz and Cinema, right? Yeah, it happens every time. Thank you so much, Yaz. This was awesome. This was an awesome week, Nikki. Thank you so much. If there was something that wasn't clear, you have any other questions, you can still feel free to DM me. And I will respond. I respond anyway. So everybody, you guys have an amazing weekend. I want you to know I am also having a live sale on my Bubble Babes channel. So if you want to be a part of that, 7 p.m. tonight, Eastern Standard Time, I am going to be doing a live sale on Instagram for Bubble Babes. I'm going to be doing live scoops. I already told you I'm fascinated with these scoop videos. So I'm doing live scoops, mystery boxes. I have a thing where we doing with magic bubbles, where it's a future discount for the next time you shop. And that is it. That is all, everybody. Have such an amazing weekend. I hope if you are working, you have a productive weekend. If you are doing an event, I hope you sell out this weekend. Okay. And that is it. That is all. Thank you so much. Y'all, why do we got to keep on begging for likes? Y'all don't like it. Like the video. If you're catching the replay, make sure y'all hit replay gang in the chat. And if there's something that you want me to cover, put it in the comments below if we missed out on it. Or if you missed out on this live. So with that being said, everybody, have an amazing, amazing weekend. And I will talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.